A few days ago, I gave Laura her first ever golf lesson on irons and driver, but that's not exactly where scores are made up. Show us what club you've got there. We didn't show this on the Short Game Saturday video, but this is a lob wedge, which is my favourite club. It's a 60 degree. It's actually Alex's lob wedge from in the shop. So what do you think? So immediately, what strikes you there as opposed to the clubs you were using?
Is it the loft, like the angle?
Absolutely, yeah. So the loft, what loft do you think that is if you have a search around the head?
Couldn't even tell you.
Well, have a look at the head.
45 degrees.
Have a look at the other side of the head.
What does it tell you? Oh, 60.
60 degree loft. I think I mentioned it earlier actually, but so what do you think that club is designed for? High shots or low shots?
High shots?
Yeah, because a driver's around 9 or 10 degrees of loft, so that shows you the difference in what we're trying to do. Yeah. So we've already hit a few shots because over on Short Game Saturdays on the golf channel, Chris is, as we speak, I imagine, giving you a bit of a lesson. So we don't know what he's said yet, but we're going to compare what I would maybe teach a beginner as Laura as what Chris would be in a tour coach. I think it might be very, very similar, but go and hit us a few shots, Laura, and we'll see. So I just want you to hit it around kind of 30.
So we're pretending that we've, have I hit one of these before?
Well, you have.
Yeah, to everybody there. Like, so I know how to posture.
But I haven't told you anything about posture.
All right, so you just want me to hit?
Yeah, just hit it. Yeah, and we're going to give you a bit of a lesson.
Okay.
Good effort. 10 yards. We want kind of 30, 40 yards ideally.
Oh, you do? Okay. Good to know.
Very good. Oh, great shot. 18 yards. Nice coat that as well, by the way.
Thanks. Bit big.
Funny.
It's the dog walking coat. Isn't it?
Oh, how good is that?
28.
That's awesome. Woo-hoo! That was a great shot. So already I can tell that the hand-eye coordination is getting that bit better.
Let me just lob a ball at you.
That's not bad, the camera. Oh, have you broke the pyramid as well?
I had a club in my hand.
Right, go on, go again. So we're going to look from face on this time. Guys, what would you change in this? It actually looks really good. Forward shaft lean and everything there.
Oh yeah.
Did you forget that?
No, all my weight's on my left.
Good.
Okay.
What this is very, very good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect it to be this good. A couple of things you're doing well, and this is really important in lessons, that you tell people what they're doing right as well as what they're doing wrong. So, a couple of things that I think Laura's doing.
It's called a compliment sandwich. You praise them, give them a correction, praise them again. There's the praises of bread.
There you go, praises the bread. So,
you're supposed to give people bad news by doing that.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Your hair's really lovely, but it makes your face look fat. But I like the colour.
Come on. Really good again. 22 yards that time. I almost feel like you're improving yourself, you know, just by kind of hitting.
I prefer this.
Than long shot.
There's less to think about.
Yeah.
I understand there's a lot to think about, but...
So I'll tell you what you're doing right. So set up for me. Hopefully you do it right again. I like that you've gone narrow in the stance because you don't need that big kind of wide stance for the short shots. I like that you've got that shaft leaning ever so slightly forward. I think that's fantastic. The grip looks good as well, if not a little bit strong in the left hand, but that doesn't particularly matter. Okay. And the posture looks really good as well. Now, good. How do you feel like that as a movement? That was fantastic.
I seem to remember you always telling me you should never take it like all the way back, if you know what I mean. It's just in the wrist. To
be honest, you've actually taken on board loads of stuff, and I can't stress this enough, you haven't practiced at all since the other lesson. Like, you've not hit any shots at all, unless you've stuck out.
No, the last time I've done this, it was probably a year in August, so a year and a half.
But that was just messing around on the range in Spain, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But what I mean is, since the last lesson we filmed last week,
I ain't done anything.
You haven't done anything, unless you've snuck out on Amen Garden.
No, I've been like, you know, defrosting the freezer and packing up the kitchen,
oh, right, okay.
that kind of stuff. Oh.
So there are a few inconsistencies which we'll look at. I don't want to actually change too much because I'm sure the guys in the comments will agree that you're doing really, really well. I do think you've got a little bit too much flex in those knees, and that's accounting for a little bit of the inconsistencies. Like yeah, go a little bit, use your height, stand up a little bit taller. Good, and then just take you're not going to hit this one, but take the club away nice and slow for me and hold it. Good, 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 good. I like how that's matching your spine. It's kind of gone straight through that floor on there. It's gone a little bit flat there, but that's because you're trying to hold the weight of it. Just do that again for me.
Okay.
So you're going to use a little bit less flex in the knees. Good. And then just turn and drop the club.
Do you mean drop it?
So you're going to use the weight of the head to go into the ball. You're not going to flick it with the wrists and watch your wrists go that way.
Yeah.
So use the weight of the club.
There's something about the wrist. I'm just doing it again.
See how that's gone low left?
Yeah.
Because what's happened there, if I hit you one, so you stand in front of me there so you can see, is as you've come through the shot, you've tried to help the ball in the air, and the hands have turned over there. So you see how the club's now pointing down.
So do it how they should be.
So when I say that I want hand-eye coordination, no. So when I say that I want you to drop the club, when you release it or when you let the club fall into the ball, you turn your body and let that club just fall into the ground a little bit. So you're actually trying to hit the ground in front of the ball with that kind of sole of the club, that bounce, yeah? So as I then turn, you can see how it's gone a lot higher, a lot straighter, and the club is actually pointing at me, it's not pointing down to the ground.
Okay.
Very good though, very good.
Yes, sir.
Very, very impressed.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, or are you just being nice to me?
No, no, honestly, I wouldn't do that.
Are you sure?
A little bit less knee flex.
I can't. If I don't bend it, I feel like I can't get my weight on this side.
All right,
It
you
has
should
to be like,
okay.
Feels less
Maybe, we'll maybe go a
weighted.
little bit wider in the stance then, because that's probably more a balance thing. Does that seem easier?
There.
Yeah?
Oh.
That was actually a very good effort. A little bit too much. You just kind of drove it into it. You've still got to let the club release on the way through.
Okay.
Have a practice swing without a ball. Awesome. That would have been
Like
the
that?
best shot you've ever hit.
You always say that.
Good again. And you can hear that interaction with the ground, can't you? Now we're talking. That was an absolutely outstanding golf shot.
That's so down the middle.
Yeah, really, really good, that one. 30-yard pitch, just like that. And that's where, if you then start to think of a full golf shot, how you can just incorporate a bit more of a shoulder turn and hit it full. You know how before you struggled with that release? The release is the same for what I want you to do. What happened there?
I wasn't concentrating.
I
I just got excited with all the...
It looked like you just didn't have your weight on that left foot. You just hung back and tried to flick it in the air a bit too much. Remember, there's 60 degrees of loft on there, so you don't need to help it in the air. The loft will do it for you. Oh, that sounded compressed as well. That must have felt really good, did it?
It's not even deviated from that middle line.
It's a line ball. Really good. And did that feel different to your other shots?
Yeah.
Because that was a pressured strike, so you've hit
Only
down
because you
on
hadn't
it.
commented on my hip.
On your what?
My hip pop. My popping of the hip.
Really, I tell you what though, Laura,
What
I'm
makes
really,
me-
really impressed. Really good rotation. This is the hard bit. Like, you know the lesson we did the other day?
I know. I prefer like less to think
A bit
about.
wider in the stance? Good.
Less to think about.
So see, that one wasn't pressured. That was low and a little bit left. And that's because your hands just got a little bit too active, a little bit too turny.
Turny, he said there, not turdy.
Turny. You know, like a very scientific phrase.
Yeah.
Your hands were too turny.
Did it again.
Yeah. So at least you can see though where you're going wrong now. That's one of the big things if you do get into golf. I mean, people are probably thinking you're going to get a handicap and get a full set of clubs, but
Nah.
I think it's more, nah. I think it's more.
The thing with me is it's expensive. I don't think at the minute
You seen
I
how many golf
enjoy
clubs
it.
we've got in office?
You're not fitted for me though, are they? A girl.
No.
So for me, I mean, I'm not a materialistic person, so I think there's better things I could spend the money on.
Like what?
Well, things that I enjoy doing. Your mum once said to me,
Like dog toys.
yeah, like dog toys. No, oh, you get your nails done often. And I was like, well, nice set of golf clubs there.
Yeah.
How much do they cost? Do you know what I mean?
Come on, I just want one more pressured shot and we're going to finish. I'm going to give you that. It wasn't as good as the last one, but it was really good. So all I want you to take from this is let that club fall into it, use gravity, and just hit down on the ball.
Can I hit one iron and see if I'm good at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell you what, I've got one here. Do you want to hit? No.
Nah, just lost it now.
Handsy. Right, here's an 8/9 iron. Just one good one. Same principle. You don't even have to hit a full shot with it, really. Just make sure you hit down on it nicely for us.
No,
and guys, comment below how well she's done. I honestly think you've done really well there. Honestly, I do.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what Chris takes you up on.
Let me just do one practice swing.
How do you? Yeah, you noticed at the end you didn't have a full turn, didn't you?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Bit of a topper.
wait, can I hit another?
Of course you can. We'll get that watch time up, love. I like the idea.
These people said I had good form for my
Yeah,
first
I think
swing.
I struggle to see how people can pick bones with what you're doing because you're that new to it. I think it's knees are a bit bent.
It's supposed to be, aren't they?
Not that much. A little bit less. Just
now your little pickies are coming out.
just athletic. Just want it to be athletic. That's all.
Okay.
Good effort.
I've completely just lost it now.
We're gonna
This
finish.
is what I mean by when I say there's too many golf clubs,
Yeah.
too many different ways to stand, too many.
Are we staying here till you get a good one? Or are we going?
Be here all day. No, it's when you're not watching I hit a good one. No.
There you go. Well done. And on that note, I think we'll finish. Well done. Really good.
Oh, thanks.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed that. I think you've done exceptionally well there.
Thanks.
If I do.
Do you know, I feel a little bit less stressed.
Good. Hopefully we'll see what Chris has said in the Short Game Saturdays as the tour coach as well. Guys, thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to this channel. Like I said, loads of other non-golf related videos on here, which we're really enjoying doing. So if you're enjoying them, thank you so much. What have you got to say?
Like, subscribe, comment below, tell your friends about it, and follow me on Instagram.
See ya.